Comrades, my name is Shakespeare. I want to thank each of you for attending the Young Communist League's London May Day rally. This year is a historic year, our 100th year. A year to look back on our century of struggle and the struggle of those who came before us. When the very first London May Day demonstration was held in 1890, thousands answered the call to down tools and demonstrate for the 8-hour working day and the class demands of the proletariat. It was a display of class power, inspiring all those who were organising to tell the majority who were yet to be organised that the working class was stepping up and getting ready to take what was rightfully theirs. They suffered from terrible working conditions. They didn't have legal unions, they didn't have the rights and protections that we had today. However, what they did have was the element of surprise. Because in those early days, the workers were only just discovering their power, and the ruling class had no idea how powerful we would become or what we would be capable of. It would be only 30 years until the first workers' state was established. But we don't have the element of surprise today. We have the rights, often only on paper, that we gained through a century of strikes, occupations, militants and political campaigning. But these rights were also guaranteed by a threat, the threat of socialist revolution. Guaranteed by the success of revolutionary struggle across the globe, from Russia to China to Cuba to Vietnam. But now the ruling class know that this is our end goal. They know that we intend to obliterate their entire system of privilege. They know now that this is the end point of the class struggle, the total abolition of the rule of capitalists, bankers, financiers, money men of every lazy, worthless kind, and the replacement with the dictatorship of the workers' government by and for the workers. They know it, and so should we. We cannot act like it is 1890 and we can calmly build our forces, pretending we just want a better deal. They know the score. Having seen the threat of communism, having seen 1/3 of the entire globe turn red in the 20th century, the rich are waging a comprehensive war against us. Until we don't even know ourselves, our history, or our mission, until everything, even though identity as workers is gone. The only way to fight back is with equal clarity of purpose and total dedication. That is why we don't live simply in an era of class struggle, but an era of revolution. Our organising is toothless if we are not organising for revolution. That is why, on this May the 1st, our 100th May the 1st, the Young Communist League comes to the streets, not just as class-conscious workers, but as proud communist revolutionaries. Our day-to-day task in the class struggle must be working towards revolution. Because we in this country know perhaps more than anyone what asking capitalism nicely for reform leads to. Defeat and despair. Since the 80s, we have faced a project to wipe us out. Neoliberalism. First, they came for the nationalised industries that we could rely on to keep us in work, to keep the country powerful and productive, that everybody used to accept were a good and necessary thing. Once they changed the paradigm, perverted the values of this nation, they said, what about the houses? What about the hospitals? What about the schools? This is what happens when our class enemy gains any small advantage. They press on it, they build on it, they'll take the initiative, and they will take away everything we have, knowing the chaos, crime, poverty, and pain that it will cause. We have to have not the same level of initiative, not the same level of ruthlessness, but more. They have brought us low. And the only way to rise is to say, we are the communists, and we are here to destroy you. All those that we rally now to our red banner must know this, that this is our mission, and that this is our life now, that our banner is red with the blood of those who have fought and died for this, the greatest struggle that humanity has ever known. Those martyrs are with you now, today, and it is to them, this day, our day, May Day is dedicated. And it is to them that we dedicate our lives. Under the red flag of communism, we will conquer the future.